In this video, I'm going to show you how to use a productivity planner to become a productivity master. What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome, I'm Coach Simona. I upload weekly videos on how to simplify your life and become the person you aspire to be. So if you're interested in personal development, hit the big subscribe button below and the bell next to it to get notified every time I upload a new video. Now let's jump right into the video. Alright guys, you've been requesting this video for months, so here it is. Today I'm gonna share with you my favorite productivity tool, the Productivity Planner. I've already used one of these guys, and today I'm gonna start a brand new one for the sake of this video. So let's jump right into the story of how I actually discovered this one. I remember having lunch with my husband and two very dear friends, and we were talking about time management tools and what we use to stay motivated and focused throughout the day. At one point, my friend got super excited to share with me the new tool that absolutely changed his life. Me being the skeptic that I usually am, was like, yeah, sure, these things don't work for me. But he insisted on showing me how it works. He opened his backpack and there it was, the magical productivity planner. No, but seriously, this stuff is life-changing and I'm gonna show you why in a second. So after seeing what's inside the productivity planner, I was absolutely convinced that I needed it in my life. So I ordered it immediately and got started on using it right away. Now, an interesting fact that not so many people know is that the company that produces this planner is actually the one that produces one of the best-selling tools many of you may use and love, the 5-Minute Journal. But I'm not gonna get into it now. Okay, without further ado, let's take a look inside. Alright guys, the Productivity Planner is based on the Pomodoro technique, which is essentially to get work done for 25 minutes. Then take a break for 5 minutes, which counts as 1 Pomodoro. You do that for each and every task and track how many Pomodoros it takes you to finish it. First off, you start with the 5 most important tasks of the week. For me, these would be: have coaching calls with my one-on-one clients, outline the modules for my coaching program, produce 1 podcast episode, have discovery calls with potential clients, shoot a new YouTube video, which I'm actually doing right now, and now you move into the secondary tasks. Those would be: post on social media, reply to YouTube comments, and start editing the new video. Alright, now it's time to schedule all my tasks for today. The most important task is to shoot this video, including my B-roll shots, which I think will take me approximately 2.5 hours. Today, I don't have coaching calls. I like to separate my filming days from my coaching days, as I'm an introvert, and my battery drains pretty quickly when it comes to talking, even if it's just to a camera. As far as my secondary tasks go for this Monday, number 2 would be to write down the outline for tomorrow's podcast episode. And the third task would be to record the podcast episode itself. Task number 4 would be to research tags for my new podcast episode, since I'm also going to be uploading it to YouTube. And keyword research takes time. And task number 5 would be to go on Instagram and post stories, answer DMs, and all that jazz. I will add one more, and that would be to answer any important emails that I need to get to. After the day is over, I will come back and give myself a productivity score for the day, which could be anything from 1 to 10. Okay, now what happens after you're done with the work week? The Productivity Planner offers a wonderful weekly review. The questions you need to answer at the end of the week are the following: what were my weekly wins? What tasks were not completed? What have I learned? And what actions will I take to ensure next week is productive? Personally, I appreciate the last question the most because it forces me to step back and take a look at the bigger picture. Planning out next week is something that gives me clarity, focus, and the motivation to stay consistent. Now, if you want to try it for yourself, I've included a link in the description box below. And thank you for sticking around to see how much time it actually took me to finish each one of these tasks. Now, Editing Simona is going to insert a screenshot now. So yeah guys, the Productivity Planner tripled my productivity. And to be honest with you, I'm not really surprised that I decided to use an analog system for productivity instead of a digital one. I honestly sometimes wish we lived in those simpler times. You know, the times when everything happened offline. And as a child, you had to physically go to your friend's door and ring the bell to ask if they wanted to play outside. If you want to learn how to unplug, recharge, and stay more offline, check out my new book, 111 Ways to Simplify Your Life, where I share with you my best tips on how to be more mindful and live a life that you won't need an escape from. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because in the next video we're going to talk about how to recover from a burnout. In the meantime, while you wait for this video, I post a lot of content on personal development, so make sure to check out these two videos as well. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you in the next one.